What is simple to you as an expert might be the exact solution someone else is looking for. Whether it is content, whether it is our products, whether it is our offers, whether it is topics that we're talking about, we need to stop judging our knowledge ourselves and start asking people what it is that they need. As a female online business owner with dreams of more income, more impact, and more freedom, you know there's more potential in your business waiting to be unlocked. But figuring out how to shape and transform your biz and get seen, loved, selling, and scaling can feel like, well, a mystery. So how do you cut through the noise, create offers that deeply resonate, sell and scale without you always being on, all while creating a life you love? That is exactly what this show is about. Welcome to Seen, Loved, Selling, Scale. I'm Corinda, your small biz marketing sidekick, digital offer strategist, and online biz bestie. With tens of thousands of digital offers sold, tens of thousands of people helped, and millions of dollars in revenue generated in my own business as a small business owner. And through this podcast, I am here to share it all. You'll gain clear, actionable insights, strategies, and shortcuts to master your online marketing, build scalable online offers, and create a business model that works for you as much as it works for your people, so you can grow your income, amplify your impact, and free up more of your time. Let's get started. Hello, and a massive welcome to you. Welcome to the 26th episode of the Seen, Loved, Selling, Scale show. And today's episode number 26, has absolutely inspired the topic of this episode, where I am going to be sharing some of the top lessons and really the top moments of empowerment that I hope that you can take away that I have learned after taking a $26 low ticket offer and having that make over $1 million in direct sales in my business. And that is just something that I absolutely pinch myself about. And what I want to do today is really share with you some of the takeaways that helped me do that on top of strategy, because here's the thing. You can go back to episode 1 of this podcast where I dive deep into the actual strategy behind low ticket digital offers. But I want to take things a step further today and really share some elements that empowered me, that directly played a part in the success of this product, and that I hope can empower you and play a part in the success of all of your products as well. So that is absolutely what we will be diving into. But as a little side note, 26 episodes of the Seen, Love, Selling, Scale show. What the heck? It literally feels like just yesterday. I was nervously planning the very first, origins episode of this show and thinking to myself, if I just had 10 people tune in and I could make a difference to the journey, to the day of those 10 people, I would be so happy. And the show is reaching quite a few more people than that each week. And I just want to say from the very bottom of my heart, thank you for being here. I absolutely do not take it for granted getting to play a part in your day, in your business, in your mindset, in your money making. I really feel so privileged that you would be doing whatever you are doing right now anywhere in the world and listening to little old me in my office in Australia with Evie, the four-legged office assistant, sitting at my feet. So thank you, thank you. So let's dive into the 26th episode, looking at how, or the insights from turning a $26 digital offer or low ticket offer into $1 million income stream. So lesson number 1 that I want you to hear loud and clear: for every product you create, for every piece of content you put out there, for any guest interview you do anywhere, for any time that you are talking anywhere, and that is, you need to stop taking your knowledge for granted. It is so easy for us to discount the things that we know, particularly when we're talking about things that make really great low ticket digital offers or make really great content, which a lot of the time is pain points that are really, really, really at the start of someone's journey or really heightened for them, that you think like, I could literally do this in my sleep because you're such an expert at what you do, that this stuff might actually seem a little bit easier for you. You might discount a little bit. You might think like, everybody knows this, or that just seems too simple. I need to make this more complex for it to be worth anything. And here's the thing. None of those things are true, because you're taking your knowledge for granted, the exact knowledge that people want. There are videos online of how to boil an egg that have millions and millions and millions of views and hundreds of comments saying, thank you so much. I always wondered about this. Like, oh my gosh, I wasn't doing this like this. Oh, all my boiled eggs were always so hard, but now I can see how to do this. And I can guarantee you that there are people that haven't put content out on how to boil an egg because they thought it was too simple. When simple is really subjective. What is simple to you as an expert might be the exact solution someone else is looking for. Whether it is content, whether it is our products, whether it is our offers, whether it is topics that we're talking about, we need to stop judging our knowledge ourselves and start asking people what it is that they need. Start understanding where their gaps are and start filling those gaps and needs with our knowledge. And then on top of that, we have this element where we think, okay, yep, there is a need to fill. There is a gap here. I can dish my knowledge up in here, but it's already been done. And here's the other part. These go hand in hand when we take our knowledge for granted. You're taking for granted the fact that only you can do it your way. With your secret sauce, with your brand, with your voice, with your vibe, with your experience, with your face, with your expertise, with your unique credibility for your unique ideal customer. So unless you have literally already created this product that you have in mind and put it out on the big world wide web for free somewhere, then it has not been done yet. That person who thought to themselves, I'm going to create a video on how to boil an egg, guess what? There were other videos out there, but the specific one that I'm talking about, I'm even going to link it in the show notes, right, was done in a certain way with a certain type of videography from a certain person with a certain vibe. And in this video, this is different to Martha Stewart on how to boil an egg. It's definitely different to what I imagine Gordon Ramsay would do if he was to boil an egg. And I can imagine Martha's sales page right now, right? It's talking about if you want the beautiful family home and you wake up with the kids and you want the perfect breakfast, this is the perfect way to boil an egg. And then I see Gordon Ramsay's sales page, which is like, you need to learn how to boil an egg better. If you ever want to succeed as a chef, if you ever want to impress your family, if you ever want to do this, like you need to boil this egg this way, right? Like these are extremes, but you can see how people will be drawn towards one solution more than the other. Maybe they don't love Martha's whimsical ways. Maybe they want Gordon to teach them, right? They like no fluff, get down to business. Or maybe they're like, heck no, I don't want Gordon Ramsay. Like I want Martha Stewart. That's way more what I'm looking for. She understands I'm doing this for my family, right? She's talking about her method, which allows you to be able to have the kids in the kitchen at the same time because she actually boils her eggs with a covered pot. And Gordon, might not do that. He's not called that out. It's not catered for. You can see through this ridiculous example that I am making up right now about how your offers have not been done. And we need to stop thinking they have. So soapbox item number 1, please stop taking your knowledge for granted. And I want to share in here that I am also the literal perfect example of that because this product that I'm talking about, the $26 product, this was complete content 24/7. So A little bit of a backstory, Complete Content 24/7, if you don't know, started in 2020 and we're up to 3.0 now because I keep creating different editions of this because humbly, I pinch myself again. People are constantly asking me for more content on top of the packs that I have already created. So the first version, the OG Complete Content 24/7 in 2020 was $26 and it sold at that price for quite some time. It then got a slight price increase to $27. And then this ended up going out to $37. And that's because I use a special pricing matrix when I price digital offers. Pricing is not a guessing game. In my world, it is actually a practical exercise that brings your perfect price together because pricing absolutely matters for your low ticket digital offer conversions. So if you're in the school, we have that pricing module in Ideate. It helps price low ticket offers and every single other offer after that, mid-ticket and high ticket as well. But this pricing model showed me how to price this. So it did end up going up to $37 in the end, but this absolutely started at $26. But here's the other thing. This $26 product, there was already products similar to this on the market. There was already other content solutions on the market. Absolutely. ChatGPT didn't exist back then, right? But there was other people making templates. And I looked at what else was on the market and I thought, I can do this my own way. I don't see these people actually using this that I use as a service provider in my business. Like this pillar, I don't see them focus on trust building. I don't see them focus on the customer journey. I don't see them including this thing. Or maybe they were including those things, but I think like I can do it differently. They seem to be catering more for this type of person. I want to cater for this type of person, right? So this absolutely is about you being able to enter the market in your own way. If I had discounted this thinking, oh, writing captions is so easy, which humbly it is for me. I've literally been doing this for over a decade. I could do this in my sleep. If I had thought, oh, it's so easy. No one wants this, right? Incorrect. Or if I had thought, no, there's already other, caption solutions in the market, that's already been done. I guess it's not for me. I literally would have missed out on making $1 million plus. I would have missed out on being able to completely change my life for the better because that is what these low ticket digital offers can do. And go listen to episode number 1. But if you have heard that, or if you need a reminder or a little spoiler alert for what you're going to discover there, low ticket offers have the biggest impact on your business, being able to attract your perfect client on autopilot because these sell so well through ads and can be so scalable via ads that you get to put this on autopilot in your business and be making sales and profit that is also bringing in your perfect people. Like a job interview no longer being the best kept secret. They see you, they love you, they trust you. You've solved their A to B problem. This really like one that might seem obvious to you, but it's so painful for them or so helpful for them. And then they want to move deeper into your world. I would have missed out on all of that if I had said to myself, this has been done or no one wants this. And so I ask you to check those limiting beliefs anytime that comes past your beautiful brain. So lesson number 2 or takeaway number 2 is yes. Can we just call out the elephant in the room that I absolutely know goes through people's mind? And that is that sometimes giving away this knowledge for such a small price point can be a little bit uncomfortable. Like when I'm giving away hundreds of captions, my 5-pillar plan, my pinned posts, professionally designed this, ManyChat training, blah, 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 at $37, if I was to actually stay focused on that $37 and use that saying that goes around about charging your worth, do I think that that product is worth $37? No. I think it's worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars, truly. But I zoom the heck out. And this is what I want you to do, because I think that this saying of like, charge your worth, charge your value, this narrative around like, girl, increase your prices, you deserve more than this, like this kind of concept that we had a few years back that actually still revolves in the industry, and no hate against it because I want you to earn your worth. But here's the thing. Instead of thinking charge your worth, I want you to change the narrative to make your worth overall, because I have made $1 million from bottling up that thing worth a couple of $100 or more, right? Like there is an actual value if I work this out, and it is substantially higher than $37. But I have made $1 million from this. And I don't know what you'll make, right? But I have had students make six figures, mid six figures on these low ticket digital products as well. Like I know that this happens. Even if you made $100,000 from a $37 thing that was worth a couple of $100 to you, this is incredible. And I'm talking direct income here, not to mention the flow-on effects this has. I have a multi-million dollar like revenue that I have generated over the last few years. And a lot of this comes down to me marketing into these low-ticket digital products, and these low-ticket digital products then fueling the rest of my business. And so I really want you to sit with that discomfort, but start to reframe this, that we're not cannibalizing your business. When I teach people to create these products, they're created in a very particular way that serves like an A to B, B to C type problem in someone's world, and that leads them further and deeper into the rest of your knowledge. We literally learn how to segment this so that you do not cannibalize your business, right? So you're not going to not be able to sell mid-ticket, high-ticket services, group programs, whatever else. If you want something else on the back end that you want to sell, this doesn't impact that. This fuels it. But what too many people do is they actually go, oh, I'm not going to charge $27 for this. I'm actually going to charge $77 or $67 or $88 or $97. And what we actually see is their conversions drop, the ability to run this via ads drops, because there's some particular psychology that goes into pricing this, let's say like under $50, using that pricing matrix to see where it sits between like $15 to $50, right? You need to get that price point right for people to have this, oh, this would be silly to not take this risk on someone that I've never worked with before. The value, the outcome is just too good for this price point. I'm going to risk it and sign up cold with no nurturing via this ad. And then when they get in the product, it's absolutely sensational. You're genuinely helping them. These are always ethical products. And so then they're like, oh my gosh, I need to get deeper into this person's world. And if you charge too high for that because of this whole charge your worth mentality, then what we see is it's not a no-brainer. It is a higher risk product. Less people convert, which means you have maybe less return on ad spend, and then definitely less numbers of people moving into your world. So please, 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 please know that going small can make the biggest impacts overall. And we're not looking to charge your worth on an individual product. We're looking to create a system that helps you make your worth overall easier as well. So that is the second lesson. The third lesson is that you literally have 10 plus low ticket digital product ideas available to you right now. First of all, if we stop taking your knowledge for granted, and we've covered that. But second of all, if you just go out to your audience and find out where they are right now. Your audience are metaphorically sitting on the floor at 11 o'clock every night, eating ice cream out of a container, thinking something went wrong today, or I didn't achieve something that I wanted to today. These really top of mind pain points or desires that they are experiencing right now. And if you can go out and find out what those things are and serve up solutions to those, that is where the magic for low ticket offer lies. So often people are like, oh, I want to create a product, but I don't know what to create. And my first thing to people is always go and ask your people. Go and do this research, and you can like physically ask them, like get in interviews. You can ask ChatGPT what like top of mind pain points and desires are. You can go on like platforms like Reddit or social media, Facebook groups, for example, and see what are people constantly bringing up. Like, I can't stay consistent with social media. I screamed at my kids again today. I just can't stay consistent with my exercise. Oh my God, I cannot believe I have to think of another meal for my partner and family tonight. Like, I can't keep doing this. This mental load is insane. Do you guys have any quick meal ideas, right? Like, these are the things that people are out there every single day sharing that they have pain points and desires around, that you get to research, investigate, validate, and go, I'm going to put a product out into the world that solves that thing that I can see so many people need. And this really is the trick. So if you are seriously sitting there thinking, I don't have any ideas, I get it. I believe you. The fix to that is to go and do more research. And look, to also understand what actually makes a good low ticket digital offer as well. So you can go and understand what you're looking for. So listen to episode 1, or if you are like, Corinda, I'm done with, free podcasts, free resources, masterclasses. Like, I just want to actually go all in. You can come and join me in the Scalable Business School, where I give you my entire methodology to ideate, create, sell, and scale low ticket digital products, plus any digital products you want after that, be it a membership, be it a course, be it like a group coaching program. I teach you how to make an entire offer suite. Come in there. So make sure you have the clarity on what makes a low ticket digital product, and then go and find those pain points and desires that people are having, which is the foundation for those. And then going on from that, lesson number 4 is that your offer positioning and messaging is everything. So remember before how I said to you, like the Martha Stewart versus Gordon Ramsay example, and how Martha spoke to her audience one way and Gordon spoke to his audience the other. It is your job to meet your people where they are and speak to them in a way that actually triggers things inside them that makes them say, she gets me, she knows me. I was literally just thinking and saying that. That's exactly what happened today. That's exactly what I need. Oh my gosh, this is for me. And now I can see the benefits of this. We don't go out, and I always use this example of spiffy spines versus overcoming office headaches. So often people go out and they investigate. Like, imagine you're a physiotherapist and you've constantly got people coming to you with headaches and sore shoulders from offices, and their desk isn't set up right, their posture's bad at it, it's affecting their spine. You give them exercises to fix their desk, fix their spine, which fixes their posture. Voila. Headaches are gone, right? You do this all the time and you think, I'm going to create a product for this. That is the right product. Like, that is an awesome product to create. But what so many people do is they then position it and message it wrong. So they go out, and because this fixes the spine, because that's like, the deep thing in your niche that you do and your knowledge and your expertise, and you think that like, oh, I can't just call this like about headaches because that's too simple, right? Like, I've really got to beef this up and make it sound like so smart. And, all those things that naturally go through our head. Like, I get it. These things go through my head too. And then I go, that's not sales psychology. That's not marketing. Like, that's not how we actually respond to things as humans. And I pull myself back just like I'm pulling you back right now. We don't do that. We don't call this product spiffy spines. We don't say how it's the 7 lessons for spinal alignment. We don't go through and say there's a 100-page ebook in there filled with all of the science of blah. We don't say that there's 7 hours of video lessons because we think that 100 pages in 7 hours justifies the price point. So we want to tell them the volume. We don't do that. We create a product that literally says, this is called overcoming office headaches. Are you a person who is experiencing this? Do you feel irritable? Are you driving home with a pounding headache, just wanting to go straight to bed, snapping at the kids, not wanting to, watch TV with your partner? Intimacy is gone. You feel like things are crumbling for you at work. You just want to go back to like the days where you loved turning up at your job, where you could do your work, go home, hang out with the kids. Like, you didn't have this dark shadow of pain and headaches like hanging over you. This is exactly the things that they are having an internal dialogue with themselves about already. You put this on a page, you call this solution overcoming office headaches. You tell them in there is the 7 steps that you know as a physiotherapist that you have developed, which remove headaches completely. They target things like your desk setup. They target things like your body, which FYI is the root cause. And we will go deep into this in the product, because here's the thing, you're selling the exact same product. You just need to position and message it so people understand that they need it. You then tell them there's an ebook that's so convenient because they can print it off and put it on their desk, and it will always remind them to be consistent. You tell them that there's videos in there that are worth $400 each that are going to save them money because they're not having a one-to-one session with a physiotherapist. They can access it through these videos at a fraction of the price. We can instantly see how we've flipped a 100-page ebook and a 7-hour video, which just is like, oh, okay, to people, to like an ebook that's a tool for consistency and videos that are getting the same outcome, saving money. And people are like, oh my gosh, of course I need that ebook and those videos, right? That is more valuable to someone than saying it's 100 pages. 100 pages has next to no value. In fact, it can be a deterrent when people are like, I don't have time to read 100 pages, but you tell them it's an ebook tool that they get to work through step by step and sit on their desk to like skim through and see the exact exercises every day to be more consistent with it. Bam, it's instantly something they want to sign up to. So if you want to sell anything in life, you need to get your positioning and messaging right around that. So when you are doing your marketing, when you are driving traffic to this offer, it is positioned in a way, it includes the things that people want or could see benefit in, and the messaging around that shows people why they need it. And I can tell you that so many people are putting themselves out there, right? They're not taking their knowledge for granted. They know that they have their secret sauce. They have worked through the mindset of giving things away for a certain price point. They've interviewed their people, but when they go and do the messaging and the positioning around this, our brains and our, knowledge and our level of depth take us to that place where it's like, oh, I better call this spiffy spines versus overcoming office headaches. I better justify this price by saying it's a 100-page ebook versus an ebook that helps with consistency and implementation. But really what the people on the other side want to know is in their language, with their emotions being understood and felt and nurtured, that this is a solution that is actually going to give them the thing they want, which is to overcome their headache. And so this is one of the biggest takeaways. It helped me turn a $26 product into $1 million, helps all of my clients in community and programs like the Scalable Business School when we make these offers and we sell these offers from this place. And it will help you if you implement this as well. And then the lucky last thing, which I know you might not want to hear, but it might be a little bit controversial, who knows? But here's the thing. If you are sitting here and thinking, I am too busy to create a low-ticket digital offer, that is the time you need to be focused on it the most, because that is my biggest lesson from my low-ticket digital offer journey, is that I wish I had put all of this together even sooner than I did. And don't get me wrong, I actually made moves quite quickly in my business once I started seeing my level of discomfort. But there were absolutely moments and periods. I'm an imperfect person, right? And I love that about me because there's so many learnings and lessons to be made from this. But there are absolutely times where I dragged the chain, and it was always that idea of I'm too busy or I need to wait for a better time, the perfect time. And here's what I really want you to hear about that. Number one, the way to get less busy is to actually implement these systems. Implementing a low-ticket digital offer, that is one of the quickest product types that you can ideate, create, sell, and scale, which is why I start with them in the Scalable Business School. That allows you, once you get that up, leads coming in, another form of almost this automated marketing going out because you have ads running now, you have leads coming in from that, profit coming in. That allowed me to actually drop clients in a loving way, right? Wrap up their retainers when their retainers were up and all of those types of things. I wasn't just firing clients left, right, center, just to be really clear. But having that income stream, that leads, that automated sales and marketing type stuff from this low ticket digital offer that was the platform to allow me this deeper time back of replacing that one-to-one income with this one income stream, letting go of those clients, and then being able to work on the next step and the next step. If I had just looked out and thought with this overly full schedule of clients trying to create a big course or a membership or this or that, like that would have just felt terrifying and likely have been impossible, like actually logistically impossible. But by creating this low ticket offer, when I really reached this point of being so busy, by chipping away at this here and there, and then having this done, putting this out on top of my full schedule, seeing the impact and income from that, and then using that to actually reduce my physical schedule, that was what changed everything for me. And also this idea of waiting for perfect is something that is stitching up so many people from actually already being where they want. And I have an exact example. I literally just got off a coaching call with the Scalable Business Society, which is the optional support that goes along with the Scalable Business School. And we have actual coaching calls in there. I'm in there helping every single business day. And we have coaching calls where you can jump on and talk to me on top of me actually helping every day as well. And we were on a call before, and one of the beautiful humans is going away next week. And she's like, Corinna, I'm just going to launch this low ticket digital offer today. Like it's her second one. She's like, I'm just going to send the email out and then the launch will be wrapped up by the time I leave. And then I'll just have it on like autopilot while I'm on holidays. And I was like, yep, awesome. This is what we're going to do. Do this, do that. I'll check your sales page. Let's get it up. Amazing. I then jumped onto the next person who was, on there for coaching. And they said, like, I really admire that person is launching today and not like waiting till they get back from holidays. And I'm like, I know, right? How great is that? This is like the culture of the school, the culture of the society. Done is better than perfect. Because here's the thing, if that person had that mindset of like needing to always wait for perfect and had said to herself like, oh, I'll wait till I get back from holidays to launch this because that'll be a better time. And don't get me wrong, sometimes there are literal logistic reasons why something is the wrong time right now. And I'm not talking about those periods, right? Let's be real. It absolutely could have been that there's no way she could have done a launch this week, but she wasn't just using the in inverted commas excuse that it'll be better when she gets back, right? Like, oh, I could do it now, but it'll be better when I get back. Because when we fall into that mindset, we start chasing perfect. Perfect never comes, and we keep procrastinating and pushing things. Because what I see is, people who have that mindset, and I've had that mindset before as well. So this is no shade, right? Like we can all have periods of this where we have to pull ourselves back from it. But thinking like, oh, I could do it now, but it'll be better when I get back the week of holidays. And then the week after holidays comes and it's like, oh, but I better do this stuff now. And this thing isn't perfect, so maybe I'll do it next week. And then it's like, oh, next week, no, that's not good. Oh, and now it's school holidays and parents might be doing, so I'll push it back another 2 weeks. And you can see what happens here, right? And yeah, you might eventually get to it. But what this beautiful human has is she has it up today. It's in her business and she's been making income, impact, perfecting it, optimizing it, getting in front of the market, changing her own life, income, impact through this passive income stream 12 weeks. 12 months, 12 years sooner than somebody else waiting for perfect. And look, I've done it as well. I remember not signing up for a course once because it had like a 12-week program. And in 2 of those weeks, I think that I was on some kind of holiday. And I was like, no, I don't have the whole 12 weeks free. So like I'll miss those 2 weeks, like even though it was a pre-recorded program, right? With some ability to ask questions, I would have still had the program, but you know what it's like. And I was like, I'm not going to do it. And then I waited another 6 months for this person to open the program again and then signed up then. And I was like, I wish I had done this literally like 9 months ago, the 6 months and the 3 months, right? I wish I had done this then. Like those 2 weeks were not worth losing months and months and months and months of progress and months and months and months and months of transformation in my life, in my business, to this business model that I actually actively wanted. So please, 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 the moment that you think you are too busy, the moment that you start saying to yourself, I really want this, but I need to wait for a better time, is actually the moment that you need to start moving. So there you have it. Those are the 5 takeaways that I really, really, really really want you to take away from how what I've learned turning one $26 low ticket offer into a $1 million income stream, because these are really just things that is a version of success, right? That I have achieved, but there are many deeper versions of success underneath this, of the freedom, the flexibility, the income, the mission, my relationships, my health, all of these things that have actually been changed by me taking this action to put this $26 thing out into the world when I did. So please stop taking your knowledge for granted. Please stop thinking there's any such thing as it's been done if you're going to do it your own way. Stop with this mindset of, I need to charge my worth and low ticket offers like discount this. They absolutely don't. We're trying to make you your worth overall and do it easier. If you do not know what product to create, go and ask the people you are creating it for where they need help, what they are struggling with, what they desire right now, and create something that helps them on that pathway. Get your positioning and messaging right. This is where the magic is. This is where the money is. This is where the profit is. You can have the best product in the world, but if you are not messaging it and positioning it in the right way, you will forever struggle. And then please stop waiting for perfect. It is never going to come. The perfect time to start chipping away is right now. This is not about, if you want to transform your business from something that feels heavy right now, service-based, you're over capacity. This is not about you needing to spend 5 months recording a 30-hour course and doing a 10-week launch runway and a webinar. It is not about that. It is about a low ticket product you can chip away here or there, making one sales page for it and then getting traffic to it, which we can do manually if you have an audience just to test it at first. And then we can automate that traffic through ads as well. So please, please, please shift your mindset that to make the biggest impact to your already big schedule, start small. That is all from me. Thank you for joining me for this 26th episode, and I will see you next week to help you get seen, love, selling, and scaling in even more ways. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Seen, Love, Selling, Scale podcast. I hope today's episode left you feeling inspired, fired up, and empowered to make serious moves that align with your goals and version of success, both in life and business. If you loved what you heard, head over to www.thisisco.com.au to find all the links and resources mentioned in today's episode. And if you aren't already following the show, make sure you hit that follow button so you never miss a future episode when it drops. I'll see you again next week, same time, same place, same goal to get you seen, loved, selling, and scaling. See you then.